I chose to study at Kingston University mainly for its location,
the riverside, the beautiful parks.
The reason why I chose Kingston University is the townhouse.
It's an amazing place to go and just study.
I can read and develop myself and prepare myself for the future career.
Within our new townhouse strategy, we transformed our courses by embedding future skills in every level for every student in every course.
I think the course prepares you extremely well for industry.
Kingston Uni will send you emails about upcoming placements. We also have Handshake app, which is where companies can post job opportunities.
After my second year, I applied for a placement year. I secured a job within a construction company.
I take the year-out placement with the current company I work for.
I really enjoyed the whole year experience because it gave me a better understanding of the field.
Gaining that experience helped me to actually secure my position as a site manager.
Our graduates are sought after for the reason that we actually balance the theoretical work with the practical work.
Kingston University offer a wide range of modules,
teaching us real-life scenarios in the classroom which could be applied in the industry.
There are so many lectures during the year, but they're so engaging, they are interesting.
The teaching staff are always available as well. You can get them on Teams, you can go to the office or email.
I chose Kingston University to study my Masters because of the flexibility that they offer.
I felt like I had more access and I could maximise my opportunities here.
Kingston also has a good standing in the engineering industry.
A professional reputation, recommendations from industry because of the facilities that they offer.
Additionally, London is a great city for both living and studying.
We have included for all our courses new subjects such as artificial intelligence, sustainable design.
It has a great emphasis on sustainability, which I think is particularly important in the context of global warming.
And the latest or the newest software that are used in industry.
The facilities at Kingston, particularly the Roehampton Vale campus, are great. There are 3D printers,
material fabrication and prototyping labs.
We have a racing sim.
And recently, Kingston has added a design studio to further enhance the ability of students to be familiar with industrial applications.
We can have the opportunity to be hands-on.
But we also teach them skills that are sought by employers. So this is communication skills, presentation, soft skills, critical thinking.
It empowered me to be able to do research in my field.
Build my network and open many doors for future opportunities.
The material that I'm learning is the industry standard for advancing my career.
I feel like this has kind of prepared me to explore and continue to expand on myself as I keep learning.
Choose Kingston University if you want to study to advance your career and build expertise.
If you want a supportive staff,
teaching relevant and up-to-date course material.
You'll be part of a great community and you'll have great support behind you.
Allowing you to grow both academically and socially.
Choose Kingston University, you definitely won't regret it.
I chose to study at Kingston University mainly for its location,
the riverside, the beautiful parks.
The reason why I chose Kingston University is the townhouse.
It's an amazing place to go and just study.
I can read and develop myself and prepare myself for the future career.
Within our new townhouse strategy, we transformed our courses by embedding future skills in every level for every student in every course.
I think the course prepares you extremely well for industry.
Kingston Uni will send you emails about upcoming placements. We also have 𝗏𝗏𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴, which is where companies can post job opportunities.
After my second year, I applied for a placement year. I secured a job within a construction company.
I take the year-out placement with the current company I work for.
I really enjoyed the whole year experience because it gave me a better understanding of the field.
Gaining that experience helped me to actually secure my position as a site manager.
Our graduates are sought after for the reason that we actually balance the theoretical work with the practical work.
Kingston University offer a wide range of modules,
teaching us real-life scenarios in the classroom which could be applied in the industry.
There are so many lectures during the year, but they're so engaging, they are interesting.
The teaching staff are always available as well. You can get them on Teams, you can go to the office or email.
I chose Kingston University to study my master's because of the flexibility that they offer.
I felt like I had more access and I could maximise my opportunities here.
Kingston also has a good standing in the engineering industry.
A professional reputation, recommendations from industry because of the facilities that they offer.
Additionally, London is a great city for both living and studying.
We have included for all our courses new subjects such as artificial intelligence, sustainable design.
It has a great emphasis on sustainability, which I think is particularly important in the context of global warming.
And the latest or the newest software that are used in industry.
The facilities at Kingston, particularly the 𝗏𝗏𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴 campus, are great. There are 3D printers,
material fabrication and prototyping labs.
We have a racing sim.
And recently, Kingston has added a design studio to further enhance the ability of students to be familiar with industrial applications.
We can have the opportunity to be hands-on.
But we also teach them skills that are sought by employers. So this is communication skills, presentation, soft skills, critical thinking.
It empowered me to be able to do research in my field.
Build my network and open many doors for future opportunities.
The material that I'm learning is the industry standard for advancing my career.
I feel like this has kind of prepared me to explore and continue to expand on myself as I keep learning.
Choose Kingston University if you want to study to advance your career and build expertise.
If you want a supportive staff,
teaching relevant and up-to-date course material.
You'll be part of a great community and you'll have great support behind you.
Allowing you to grow both academically and socially.
Choose Kingston University, you definitely won't regret it.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar, Kingston University Engineering Master Programs. Actually, this is organized by 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝐴𝐸𝐸 College of Engineering and Technology. I'm 𝗞𝗏𝗵𝗴𝗀𝘀𝐀𝐴𝐴𝐸𝐸, CEO of 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝐸𝐴𝐸𝐸 Engineering and your host for today. Let's start off with introducing our esteemed panelists. We are honored to have you here, Professor 𝗞𝗏𝗶𝗴𝗀𝐴𝐸𝐸, Faculty Director, Strategic Partnering and Development at Kingston University London, and also our Liaison Officer for 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝐸𝐸 Kingston Partnerships. Also with us, we have today Dr. Sahan Hosoli, the Senior Lecturer and Course Lead for MSc in Renewable Energy Engineering. We also have video message from Dr. Claudio, who is the course leader for MSc in Mechatronics System. In addition, we have our local members joining here, Engineer Majid Rahim, the Head of Academic Affairs at 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝐸𝐸 College of Engineering. Also, we have our very own bright alumni member here, Mrs. Sahan Vijayratna, who is the Deputy General Manager at Hella Apparel Holdings. Actually, there were a few more Kingston officials were supposed to join us in this evening. Unfortunately, Dr. Diana and Dr. Ted could not attend to this event because of this official commitment, but they have delivered their best wishes for all these attendees. Let me start with explaining the purpose of this whole webinar. Actually, at the 𝐸𝐸𝐴 College of Engineering, we have been delivering Kingston University master program since 2015. We started this exercise with MSc in Structural Design and Construction Management. Then we moved into management in construction. Also, we have started renewable energy engineering very recently. That means 2023 September. We got a very overwhelming responses from the industry. Okay, our idea for today's webinar is to give an insight about our existing programs. Also, we have few more additions coming in 2025 January intake. Those programs are MSc in Mechatronic Systems, MSc in Facilities Management, and Building Services Engineering and Energy Management System. Actually, these programs were demanded by most of our potential students, prospective students. That's why we embarked on validating these programs with Kingston University London. Then today's agenda is to give a first-hand insight from Kingston University officials or lecturers and course leaders, how this program is structured and what is the validity of this program, like that, right? And in addition, we have planned to give you a first-hand experience from our own students who have followed this same program right here at 𝐸𝐸𝐴 College of Engineering. Right. Let me share with you the structure of the webinar here, how we have organized this webinar to give you information about these programs and how to see you and how to get your answers for your doubts. Basically, we have 3 sessions in this webinar. During the first session, we have planned to get experts insight from Kingston University representative. Then they will be giving you insight about different programs and perspectives and opportunities. Then in the second session, we have planned a testimonial from our very own student who has scored distinction from the Renewable Energy Engineering program. Then followed by question and answer session to address your queries. Then we invite you to feel free to send your queries through chat box so that we can answer. And I had to make a note here. During these programs, we are trying to give you the information about the program details and the high-level information about the nitty-gritty credits, like that. But when it comes to specific information related to delivery, timetables, like those information, we have planned another session. We call it induction program. Induction program will be scheduled in the month of January. Then we will be inviting for you all to get those information at the induction. Okay? Right. That is the structure of the program. Then let me get on with the first section of the program. That means giving the information about the program. Actually, for this, give me a second. Here I am inviting Professor 𝗞𝗶𝐵𝗴𝐴𝐺𝐻𝐵𝐴 to help us giving the information about these programs. And first of all, I would like to share his profile. Professor 𝗞𝗶𝗴𝘀𝗁𝐴 is a distinguished professor of civil engineering with 30 years in higher education. And he's a chartered engineer and fellow member of Institution of Civil Engineers and Institution of Material, Mineral and Mining. Also, Professor 𝗞𝗶𝗴𝘀𝗁𝐴 has advanced his professional standards through apprenticeships and accreditations. His research in sustainable construction and smart cities includes 15 books, 100+ papers, and 4,000+ citations. And he is listed in Stanford top 2% scientists for 3 years' time. Actually, we are proud to say now he holds the position of faculty director, strategic partnering and development at Kingston University London. Also, he is our very own partner liaison officer for Ease of Kingston collaboration. Okay, Professor, this is over to you. I would like to pose some questions, some queries, which would help our students, prospective students, to understand this entire program. Start with that. Professor, could you share why students should choose Kingston University for their engineering master programs?
Thank you very much, Prasad, for that warm and very kind introduction. Very warm welcome and good evening to colleagues at Sri Lanka from a very gloomy looking cold London. So thank you very much. I think you already heard and got some feelings from the video clips that 𝐸𝐸𝑆𝑜P College of Engineering and Technology played about the Kingston University. Essentially, Kingston University is very proud of offering very well designed and structurally delivered programs so that students can fulfill their ambition. Our motto is simple. We wanted to provide learning opportunities to the student so that they can realize their full potential. And for that, what we have done at the Kingston University, that learning opportunity has been placed at the heart of everything we do. And for that, we are recognized for our commitment to high quality teaching, for providing an outstanding student experience, and supporting our students to achieve successful outcomes. And successful outcome can be described as equipping them with the skills for the career success in the world of work, so that they can embark on their professional journey with with confidence and authority in some cases, especially when it's to do with the master's program. I would also like to say a little bit about Kingston University and 𝐸𝐸𝑆𝑜P partnership. Prasad has kindly briefly outlined that we have a long-standing successful collaboration that recently we celebrated 10th anniversary. And our partnership has become a very strong and important alliance with a reputation for enhancing local students in Sri Lanka their life chances by helping them to make most of the learning opportunity that is provided by the Kingston University provisions or programs delivered that, which equipping them with the knowledge, skills, self-confidence, as well as certain behavior aspect needed the most in a 21st century's demanding workplace, and to be entrepreneurial in some cases. I'm sure Sahan will share with us his experience in this journey as he already gone through so what I'm here talking about is the institutional level, and this is the reason why I strongly advocate most of you, and if not all of you, to seriously consider embarking on a master's program, whether it's in a construction and built environment, or whether it's in renewable energy or mechatronic system, because we are very proud of our provisions. We are very confident about the content it presents, and we are pretty sure that on successful completion of these MSc programs, you will be able to realize your full potential and achieve the ambition that you may have in yourself. So I hope that answers your question, why Kingston University and why these MSc programs they should consider. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you so much. And as I mentioned at the very beginning, one of the key reasons for having this webinar, we are launching 3 new master programs for our students, for Sri Lankan students, MSc in mechatronic systems and facilities management and building services and energy management. How do you encourage these inspiring engineers, Professor, about what opportunities they can capture with these new programs?
Yeah, so I think all of you who are on the call here and shown some interest in embarking on this master's level program, you already, I presume, have some experience as well as an undergraduate degree in a respective fields. I think our programs are designed to ensure that you can foster critical thinking, problem-solving abilities, and creativity in addressing a complex challenges within the engineering professions, whether it's a building services engineering or energy management, whether it's a renewable energy, whether it's a facilities management or structure design or mechatronic system. Not only that, because it's a level 7 higher level education, I think we are very keen to ensure that you cultivate the research capabilities through the training in research techniques, the methodologies, and the data analysis that allow you to be a creative problem solvers. You can have a digital competencies. You can have an enterprising ability and skills embedded within it, with the question mindsets, as well as to be more adaptable, because in the world in which we are living at the moment, especially in the engineering profession, you need to respond to positively, empathically, collaboratively, and resiliently. So we are very confident that you will become a much more self-aware on what is expected from you on the respective series. So it's a comprehensive understanding of the fundamental principles, theories, and methodologies for each of those award titles that you mentioned, Prasad.
Thanks a lot, Professor. Thanks a lot. It gives a kind of a overall picture what they can achieve. Right? Actually, when we were designing, when we were organizing this webinar, we planned to have different course leaders for new programs we are going to deliver. Unfortunately, because of their work commitment, we could not have Dr. Diana and Dr. Tej here. But thank you so much for volunteering on behalf of them. My next question, Professor, it's a bit of digging into these different programs, especially into construction-related master programs like structural design and construction management, management in construction, and facilities management, and building services engineering. Can you just dig into that and give a bit of insight about each of the programs?
Okay, let me start in a reverse order that you just outlined. So let's look at the new provisions that we are adding to our portfolio starting from January, starting from next month, offering at the 𝐸SOF College of Engineering Technology. So building services engineering and building energy management system. I think this is a unique provision that has been tailor-made and designed to serve local, regional, and national industry within the Sri Lanka and within the Southeast Asia. And the key aspect around this provision is to ensure that students who are going to enroll in this program are being equipped with the specialized knowledge and practical skills in areas such as electrical system designs, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems, optimization, building Internet of Things, and building energy management system. What is energy efficiency looks like? What are the strategies around that? Not only that, this will be I personally feel is only a unique provision where we have introduced artificial intelligence applications in this very important area. And of course, I spoke to you about how we can do the research activity and all these core elements. We will ensure that it threaded through sustainability practices. So that is to do with the building services engineering and building energy management system. So let's look at the facilities management. Again, this is a particular provision tailor-made for skills to implement and assess integrated approaches to optimize operational and resource efficiency and safety in a very complex problem scenarios. What we intend to do with this master's program to equip and empower students with the necessary knowledge and tools to create sustainable solutions using a procedural steps and specialist tools effectively. And what we are talking about in terms of actual core content, we're talking about the facility management practices. We're talking about asset management systems and maintenance of the assets. We're also talking about safety, risk, and value management, as well as AI application, because no single activity from this point onwards will be untouched from the artificial intelligence. So we need to make sure that they are being embedded and properly provided. Structure design and construction management. I think this is a unique program that combines designer side as well as the construction side together. And it's tailored for civil structure engineers wishing to become a senior managers in both consulting engineering or design office or the contracting organization. And the program are there to provide you inside depth and knowledge of design of both standard and innovative, new, creative structures, not only above the ground, but also below the ground, what we call substructures, in a normal arena, as well as in the context of the areas or the regions which have been prone for the earthquakes. And these particular programs are considering both the steel and concrete structure designs. And you, along with that, will be able to examine the financial, legal, contractual aspects of the construction process. And again, in moving with the time, we wanted to make sure that you are fully aware of how digital or digitalization has been embedded within the pure hardcore design and construction techniques. That's what you're going to learn as a part of the digital technologies and construction modeling. you will also be looking at the foundation design, some advanced dynamic analysis and seismic design, etc. And finally, management in construction. As the name suggests, this provision is to provide a strategic overview of managing the construction process and issues and difficulties on the ground. And in order to do that, we will be giving you a deep and broad understanding and knowledge of advanced project management techniques. So how project can start from looking at the engineering drawings and progress into a fulfilled output, and what are the different steps that you need to do to manage those projects, whether with a contractor, with a client, or consulting engineers or designers who actually made that designs. So it combines the study of industry techniques with the advanced construction management ethos and principles embedded. So it will provide you also extensive knowledge of legal and contractual system. And so what are the legal obligations? What are the conditions of contract? How and what you can do to manage the project risk, ensure the high quality and safety embedded throughout. And what is the business practice in general? So these are the kind of overarching principle of those provisions that are linked to construction and built environment, Prasad. Thank you.
That is comprehensive, Professor. That is comprehensive. Actually, when you were talking about these programs, I got some, I thought it's good to share with you and the expo. I mean, this is very good information for students. We learned that the Kingston University master programs credit structure revamped, right? And introducing things like sustainability and the credit composition has been changed. What was the motive and what is the expectation from the uni with this academic structure?
It's very important point. I think, as I said in my openings, that we are here to develop graduates who are sought after by industry, by institution, by universities or government department, because of that knowledge they are generated, the skills they have developed, and the self-confidence that they have in a subject matter linked to their chosen subject, chosen profession. Because this is what 21st century demanding workforce and workplace require. And in order to enter in any job now, I think the first thing you need to be mindful of the fact that how are you going to address challenges of climate emergency? How are you going to demonstrate evidence-based the sustainable practices and sustainable issues are being tackled in such a way that they can really make a difference in not only in our lifetime, but also for the generation to come. So well, keeping that in mind and ensuring that everyone has the skills, knowledge, and the confidence that industry is looking for, we have devised our academic program and rebranded and reframed to ensure that these all three elements is thread throughout. And in Kingston University, we call this as a graduate attributes, graduate characteristics, what we are looking for our graduates from and what we are proud that our graduates are demonstrating. They are demonstrating creative problem solving. They are clearly show the digital competencies. They become an entrepreneur and enterprising the way they solve the problem. They have a question mindset. They adapt quickly in a team working environment. They treat individuals and others with empathy. And they always have resilience and self-awareness, what is expected from them as a professional engineer entering into the world of commerce.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Doctor, for the comprehensive insight. Actually, we are coming back to you. There'll be so many questions from our students, queries for the clarifications. We will be coming back to you again, Professor. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for the insight. Right? Now it's time for our next resource person, Dr. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗀𝘀𝗁𝐻𝐸𝐴. Let me share with his profile first. Give me a second. Actually, Dr. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is a senior lecturer at Kingston University London, specializing in solar thermal systems, thermochemical heat storage, and waste heat recovery, and expert with the International Energy Agency Task 67. Dr. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 has advanced technologies from lab to real-world applications. His work tackles energy, climate, mobility challenges globally. Actually, he is our course leader for renewable energy engineering master programs. And those who are going to join with renewable energy, you're going to get his valuable insight. Right? Dr. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, thank you so much for joining this session.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's my absolute pleasure to be here. Very warm welcome to everyone that is attending this webinar, and I welcome you as well. If you don't mind, I would like to share a screen and to just give a small presentation on what we are offering in this program. I hope that you guys could see my screen as well, hopefully. Please let me know if you are able to see.
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah, we can.
Yes, brilliant. So what I'm gonna do, so first of all, again, welcome. I'm the course leader for Renewable Energy Engineering Master Program at Kingston University. And what I wish to discuss very briefly with you is that what we are doing and what's gonna be delivered during this course to you. This is our campus in London at Roehampton Vale. This is my email address. If you have any question further on, please do contact me and I'll try to respond to you as much as I could. Before we go into the structure of the course, I would like to mention that this renewable energy course, I'm really, really proud of it because it covers many aspects and many learning outcomes based on the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 science and about the science and mathematics. Engineering analysis will be covered. Design and innovation will be covered. The engineer and society will be covered in terms of the sustainability in broader aspect, and also engineering practices will be covered. So as Professor Mukesh already mentions, we are trying to cover all the teamwork, communications, sustainability, design, everything that you're gonna need in your work environment. We are trying to achieve all of those, and we are proud that all of them are mapped based on the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 under this program. I would like to mention a couple of things. So we are very proud that you're gonna learn all the softwares. I would say 99% of the softwares that you're gonna need in the industry. I'm coming from the industry. I've been in industry. I was a project manager in many Horizon Europe projects when I was working in Europe. I personally work with all of these software when I was doing those projects in industry. You're gonna learn about the Polyson. You're gonna work with them. You're gonna have the resources to practice it. WindPro, I'm gonna cover them all later on. ANSYS, SolidWorks, all the CAD design softwares, and also Gabi, which is a life cycle assessment. All the companies across the board now they are moving to be more greener, so they're gonna need experts, people that they can evaluate the carbon emission and the carbon footprint. And we teach these tools, and you're gonna be expert on those as well. We also very proud of being practical and trying to do practical experience with the students. You're gonna have coursework dedicated to do practical work on the solar power technology, wind power technology, and hydrogen and fuel cell technology. So you're gonna also have those practical sessions as well. This is the whole structure of the course. You're gonna have core modules, and then you're going to have also optional modules. From the optional modules, you only need to take one of those optional modules, depending on your interest and your career plan. But we very proud that I think that we are one of the few programs that we are up to date with the current industry needs. So we delivering fuel cell technology, and this is a very current technology, and very few universities are actually covering this with the competency level that we are covering. You either, if you're going to be in the renewable area, you're either going to be working in the fuel cell hydrogen area, or you're going to work with the wind power technology, or either you're going to work with the solar power technology. So we're going to cover all of them as core modules. And then you have a very important module, which is 30 credit renewable design and performance analysis. And this is where you learn all the simulation tools and softwares that you're going to need in industry, and we cover all of them. Then, as again, Professor Mukesh mentioned, some of you is gonna doing the research in the future. You might want to pursue PhD. We're trying to cover that with 𝗞𝗶𝗴𝘀𝘀𝑇. You're gonna learn about the different research techniques. Some of you is gonna be more on the entrepreneur side. So you're gonna learn about the innovations and also entrepreneurship of the program. And again, said more broader sustainability aspect. And then finally, you're gonna do your final year project. From the optional modules, depending on your career path, if you're more, let's say, interested in advanced computer fluid dynamics CFDs, you have an optional module very focused on the advanced cases. And from the advanced product modeling, you're going to be more developing the skills in the CAD design and also being in a team and working on a project collaboratively with your peers. The program is delivered in a year. So this is how it's going to be for students that they are wish to start to intake, to do from the January intake. You're going to have proper balance between your workload, the vacations, the exam period. So we have managed to set up the program in a year in a way that you can do both your work in university, your studies, and also having a very good balance between your activities and your personal life, hopefully. In terms of the optional modules, as I mentioned, you just need to take one of the optional modules. This is more detailed, but again, every single module is mapped through the HEP4, is mapped through the 𝐼MechE requirements. So we are trying to make sure that you cover all the skills. And as you can see here, the difference between those two modules, on the left, you have the advanced product modeling, which is more focused on the problem analysis, design, and the teamwork. And on the other hand, if you wish to take the advanced CFD, then you're working more on your engineering principle skills, problem analysis skills, and analytical tools and techniques. So every single module, not even the optional modules, all the modules, including the core modules, we went through all of these aspects, and then we map them to make sure that all the aspects that you're going to need in your work environment is going to be covered. This is about the softwares that I wish to explain because it's the most important thing, and then you're going to need it the most in the industry. You're going to have access to the Polyson software, and this is the most common, I would say, and powerful tool that you can simulate all sorts of renewable energy systems, solar collectors, solar thermals, solar PV for electric system designs, for heat-based designs. You're gonna be able to simulate heat pumps, boreholes, tanks, control systems, connection to the grid, electricity to the grid, even your white goods in the house. You're gonna be able to simulate it. So imagine if you're gonna work in a company that dealing with the customers that they have different needs. Maybe one of them has a Tesla car with a charging Tesla charging point. You learn how you can model this and talk with the customer based on their needs. So it's very, very customer tailored software. And we cover everything on this software throughout our modules. You're going to learn every bits and pieces, and you're going to basically be able to work with this. The other part, if you are interested more in the wind farm design, we deliver the WindPro software, which is, again, a leading software solution in the industry. And you can use it to design a wind farm. And we teach actually how you can input different wind generators, different types, and then visualize it, and even take your model to the Google Earth, and you can see it as a 3D visualization of the wind farm, and then you can analyze the noise calculations, you can do the energy generation calculations, all sorts of those calculations has been covered with the software, and you're gonna learn it. And as I said, another software that now most of the companies are moving forward that is they are interested to see what's their carbon footprint is, which in the more professional ways that they want to know what's the life cycle assessment of their product or your services, their services are. And with this 𝐶𝐽𝐵𝐵 software, you're gonna learn to actually model all the processes and services in a way that you can get numbers on their global warming potential and the changes in these different aspects. What would be the effect in terms of the global warming potential, for instance, or water acidifications, etc., etc. And this software covers all of those aspects. And you learn them practically. All of these softwares, you learn them practically through coursework-based assignments. You develop your own projects, and then you analyze them as an engineer. So we prepare you to actually write the proposals for the which needed in the industry. And finally, again, you're gonna have access to the all industry common softwares in CAD and also the CFD. So you're gonna work with SolidWorks, Siemens NX, and ANSYS. And what we have done, which is, again, we are very, very proud of, is on our modules, we don't just teach basic stuff. So especially on that module, we teach ANSYS, using ANSYS and these CAD softwares to design fuel cells, membrane exchange fuel cells, to be able to simulate and study the different parameters on this. So again, very up to date what industry actually needs. And about the duration and delivery of the course, as I mentioned, I think that we have 2 entries and it's a year program in a full-time basics. And more details, if you go to the website, you can see all of them. But for the 15 credit modules, it's delivered 1 day per week for 5 weeks. And for 30 credits, it's delivered 2 days per week for 5 weeks. And then you have your project. But what else we are also proud is that we delivering a blended learning course, which means that you have gonna have face-to-face learning. And on top of that, you're gonna have an online environment to be able to learn, which we call it as a hybrid blended learning. So you have all the online resources to learn on your own pace. And also you have your face-to-face learning, doing the work, team activities, etc., etc. This is a balance of our online platform that you can go and explore, and there's lots of videos, materials there that you can learn and learn about them on your own pace. Finally, it's not all about the study side, but also we are very proud that we are listening to our students, and we are very proud of it. This is our course representatives, our students at Kingston, but you also guys have it at ESOF, and I think that a couple of them is in this seminar, and I think that part of that was mentioned that they're gonna talk with you guys. But you can be in a direct contact with your course leaders, as through the course representative, and basically talk about your feedback on the modules, on the course, being very close contact with them. If there is any comment, any issues, you can always be in contact with your course leaders, and they are listening and they are trying to address all of those questions and concerns. I hope that I have managed to cover everything that is needed, but if there is any question, I'm happy to answer them as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Saha. That was comprehensive. And actually, your presentation gives a very overarching view of the renewable energy engineering program. Actually, when you were talking about your experiences in the industry and all, I thought of posing this question to you because when it comes to Sri Lankan setup, right, our students are exposed to some forms of the renewable like solar PV, and we have wind and all. But having gone through these master programs, one of the aim is to get global opportunities, right? And get secure employment in other countries, Europe or developed world. What advices you can give to them? Okay, what kind of a new opportunities they can grab with master programs, having gained this knowledge?
I think that considering renewable energy and the lots of opportunities in the place across the world in terms of the job opportunities, I think that renewable energy is the leading subject for securing the job and positions, I would say. As I said, I've been in the industry, I've been working with Horizon Europe project with the different companies across Europe. And I would say if you manage to get and learn those softwares effectively during your course, I would guarantee that you're going to be able to find a place for you in this big industry. All the, global warming and the transition that is needed to tackle this problem made all the companies to have a position either in the sustainability area or renewable energy. And this course basically provides you all the necessary qualification needed to enter to those markets. Either, as I said, if you are planning to go in Spain, Almeria, and work on the solar thermal, you're going to learn the basic based on the solar module. You're going to work with the software, Polyson, and then you're going to be prepared to be in Almeria, to be in Spain, and to work in the one of the biggest solar farms. Or even if you are planning to be in the UK, lots of offshore wind sites, and even recently the new government's also proposing more push to the onshore wind. And there's going to be opportunity for you, and all of those industries using WindPro for their planning and design. And you're going to teach first fundamental of the wind, thermodynamic, fluid dynamics, and then all the policies, regulations, fatigue, material for the wind turbines, and then later on it's going to be complemented by the softwares that we are offering. Or even if you are looking more broader to the sustainability side, as I said, carbon emission calculations, environmental impact assessment, you're going to learn the tool, 𝐶𝐫𝐵 software, to do the life cycle assessment. Even if you are more broadly thinking about, doing more components, because what we have discussed so far is most of them were in a system scale. But if you are interested in the component scale, usually you either need to be expert in CAD or CFD, and you're gonna learn both of them with this course. I hope that I could be able to answer the question.
Thank you so much. That was inspiring, actually. To others' understanding, we started MSc in Renewable Energy 2023 September. But the first batch itself, we got more than 30 students registered. I think compared to engineering master program registration, this is very, it gives how our industry accepted this program. I hope this will continue for the following batches also. And we are proud to say we have a very good student base there who are coming from different industries. There are some students, they are in CXO level and they want to become a consultant, having gone through this after their retirement. I think Dr. Sahan explained the value of this and value you can get from out of the Sri Lanka and developed parts of the world. Right. Thank you so much, Doctor. And
no problem. My pleasure.
There will be so many queries from our students. Okay, stay with us, right? Right. Now my turn is to our other program, MSc in mechatronic systems. Let me share the presentation. Actually, our course lead for MSc in mechatronic systems is Dr. Claudio. He had plans to join here in this program, but because of the commitment, he has sent a welcome video. He has shared a welcome video with us. And after his welcome video, I will invite our Head of Academic Affairs, Engineer 𝗞𝗶𝗴𝗀𝗀𝘀𝗀 to explain more about these mechatronic systems program so that students will get an insight about it. Right? But if you have further inquiries, we can divert your inquiry to Dr. Claudio. Right. If I go through Dr. Claudio's profile, because I want to share with you that who are the people behind this program at Kingston. And also when you come to 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝐷 College of Engineering, we do have very eminent lecture panels here. Dr. Claudio is a senior lecturer in mechatronics and autonomous systems at Kingston University London. He holds a PhD in automation with expertise in robotics, control systems, and biological modeling. He has worked at multiple level engineering organizations like Airbus, and he is a course leader for mechatronic systems master programs at 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝐷 College of Engineering. And after the short welcome video from Dr. Claudio, I will invite Engineer 𝗞𝗶𝗴𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, our Head of Academic Affairs. And Engineer 𝗞𝗶𝗴𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 is a brilliant product from Peradeniya University. He did mechanical engineering from there. And also he had 2 master's programs from University of Mogatur, renewable energy, and also into civil engineering areas. Let's have a look at the welcome message of Dr. Claudio. Then we'll move on to the presentation done by Engineer 𝗞𝗶𝗴𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀.
Hello everyone, I'm Claudio Gaz. I'm the course leader of the MSc in Mechatronic Systems at Kingston University London. And I would like to present you this master, which is a cutting-edge program designed to equip you with the knowledge and skills to excel in the rapidly evolving fields of robotics, control systems, and automation. Delivered by Kingston University London and 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝐷, this state-of-the-art course offers the unique flexibility to attend at either location while accessing world-class teaching and resources. Our curriculum has been carefully crafted by experts in robotics and mechatronics with extensive experience and track record of publications in leading international journals.
Don't know, we are facing a technical glitch there. Until such time, let me share the presentation so that Mr. 𝗞𝗶𝗴𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 can continue. Yeah, over to you, Mr. 𝗞𝗶𝗴𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀.
Yeah, thank you, Prasad. Good evening to everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this webinar, introducing the MSc in Mechatronic System program. This postgraduate program designed for aspiring engineers and professionals seeking advanced knowledge and practical skills to thrive in the multidisciplinary field of mechatronics, where mechanical, electronic, and computational technology intersect. This MSc program consists of 7 comprehensive modules. You can see here in this in the presentation, each carefully crafted to equip students with cutting-edge expertise. Professor Mukesh actually explained in detail, at the beginning about all our MSc programs, and he has given the background and the importance and of each modules, covering the major portion of each programs. So in addition to that, actually, I would like to give you in depth of each subject here in MSc Mechatronics System program. And the first module we have listed here, Advanced Control System. This module lays the foundation of classical and modern control system design, covering both time and frequency domains, with hands-on training in tools like MATLAB and Simulink. Students develop problem-solving skills essential for real-world applications. And when I move to the second module, machine learning, actually here students explore both classical and modern AI methods, focusing on their applications in smart mechatronic systems by solving practical challenges such as autonomous driving. Students given programming proficiency and enterprise mindset. And the third module, design of autonomous systems. Actually, this module explores into designing and analyzing mobile autonomous systems such as unmanned aerial vehicle, and through project-based learning, students acquire mathematical tools and practical insights, enhancing their ability to create intelligent and adaptive systems. And the fourth module, industrial robotics. This module again provides a holistic understanding of mechatronics and automation systems through laboratory sessions with state-of-the-art industrial equipment. Students gain transferable skills in mechanical design, control systems, and real-time software development. And the fifth module, human robotics interaction. So this human robotics interaction focuses on the collaboration between human and the robots. Students will learn to design innovative systems that integrate physical, cognitive, and social interactions. This module aligns with global sustainability goals, addressing challenges in industry, energy, and resource management. And the last, before the last, research techniques and innovation and sustainability, this module equips students with the tools to conduct meaningful research and innovations. From setting research questions to addressing sustainability challenges, students will propose solutions that contribute to sustainable development goals, such as creating smarter, more sustainable cities. And the last module is the dissertation. So this serves the capstone of this program, enabling students to pursue in-depth research in their chosen area. So it develops autonomy, critical thinking, and the ability to translate findings into impactful applications, including industry-oriented applications. So throughout this program, so students engage in a rich blend of theoretical knowledge, hands-on practical work, and collaborative projects, fostering resilience, adaptability, and questioning mindset. So our graduates emerges as versatile engineers ready to tackle challenges in robotics, automation, AI, and sustainable technologies, making them highly sought after by industries worldwide. So thank you for joining this session today, and I hope this overview has inspired you to consider joining our MSc in mechatronic system programs. Thank you, Prasad.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rahim. With a very short notice, you were able to explain the mechatronic systems program, because we wanted to have Dr. Claudio here, but thank you so much for helping us in this moment, right? Okay, now we have completed the first part of our session, that means getting the insight from our key Kingston University resource people, like Professor Mukesh, then the Dr. Sahan, and also regarding other programs like mechatronic systems, right? as I explained at the very beginning, our next stage is that we want to hear from our own students, testimonials, okay, those who have gone through these particular programs. Right? For that, we have chosen Mr. 𝗏 𝗏𝐴𝐺𝐺𝐻𝑚. 𝗏, thank you so much for joining here. If I share a bit of insight about 𝗏, 𝗏 working as Deputy General Manager Engineering of one of the prestigious apparel organization in Sri Lanka. 𝗏 has achieved Electronics and Communication Bachelor's degree. And also he's having a Master of Business Administration from Postgraduate Institute of Sri Lanka. Then 𝗏 enrolled into our inaugural cohort of Renewable Energy Engineering program. Okay. I invited him here because we want to see the first-hand experience, what experience they underwent during this first inaugural delivery of MSc in Renewable Energy programs. 𝗏, could you share your experience as a part of the inaugural batch of MSc in Renewable Energy Engineering?
Good evening, Mr. Prasad. Good evening, everyone online. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me for this program. It was a pleasure to join this, and actually it was a really big pleasure to hear from Professor Mukesh and Dr. 𝗏, as well as you, Mr. Prasad, as well as Engineer Rahim. So basically, in a nutshell, being part of the inaugural cohort, being part of the inaugural batch for us, basically gave us an insight to how this the renewable energy sector works internationally. And it was actually one of the main points I want to emphasize on is that the professionality of the curriculum that was set off by ESOFT as well as Kingston, and the delivery of the program, which was as an inaugural program, it was proper cutting edge, which is for someone who's been in the engineering field in Sri Lanka for the past 15 to 20 years. This was quite substantial and quite beneficial in the points of sustainability, as that's where the international industry wants us to move going forward. Also, one of the other benefits was for the 30 members, the 30 colleagues that were with us in the inaugural batch, these comprised of various experts from the field. We had entrepreneurs, we had experts from the public sector, we had experts from the private sector, engineers, sustainable innovators. So we actually you all gave us an opportunity to collaborate, right, and share our ideas while increasing our knowledge on that. And the last and the key most point I want to emphasize on this, Mr. Prasad, is the delivery of the lecture material set off by Kingston, by the lecture panels that you all have set for us. The lecture panel, I would like to emphasize, they are not basic lecturers. These are Sri Lankan industry heads. They have massive field experience at the behind them, and that wealth of knowledge helped us to more practicize, understand the more practical value of what we were learning as sustainable energy engineering. For example, right, Professor 𝗏 who, as you all know, is one of the leading engineers in wind power in Sri Lanka, having helped and set up multiple wind farms in Sri Lanka. Then Dr. Asanka, who's one of the forefathers, who's in the cutting edge of solar panel and solar PV in Sri Lanka, and so on and so forth. So I would actually like to thank you all for the arranging of such an expert panel, as well as the wealth of knowledge that we got from a completely rounded curriculum. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for the compliments. And I think we are committed to do the same, continue the same support for the student, get the same expertise for the future batches. And this creates the uniqueness of us, right? This create on top of our other competitors in the market. We are committed to deliver the quality education along with the Kingston University London, right? Sahan, you are the Deputy General Manager of your organization, right? And I think you might have some aspirations once you embark on this program. And what I mean, when you're considering your future, what you are going to carry forward with this knowledge and the expertise you gain through this for your career progression and your future goals?
Right. So in a nutshell, that's actually a very interesting question, Engineer Prasad. So in a nutshell, it's basically compiling what we have learned and using it in the field, because I work in the Sri Lankan garments trade, whereas we work with UK and USA based companies which are now driving sustainability. So doing production, doing innovation, doing production. Now I head engineering innovations and maintenance for my company for a cluster, for the casual wear cluster. We deal mainly with UK based and USA based companies such as Tesco, Sainsbury, Nike, George, and so on and so forth. So starting, I think, 2022, 2021, with the Paris Accords coming in and the UN Sustainable Development Goals coming in, if you take the 17 SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, you find that many of them go behind sustainability and renewability. Right? So these companies are now embarking on implementing those sustainable factors in all of their facilities. Now we, in turn, they expect us to implement them as well. So if I can give you one example, my final thesis was on design and implementation of a biomass CHP. So one of our facilities, which I encompassed that it would reduce the greenhouse gas emissions by about 85%. I'm happy to say that with the knowledge I got from the course and with the implementation, we've already started the implementation on one of our factories, and it's about 60% complete, the project. And on the completion and on the success rate, and in collaboration with the CEA Sri Lanka, we plan to carry that forward to our other facilities as well. So hard on-site implementation is basically one of the facts that I would like to emphasize, and to emphasize on how the knowledge given in this MSc helps us do that. Right? On another chapter, Engineer Prasad, we're looking into taking a page out of the solar PV. We're planning on designing and implementing an in-ground solar farm at one of our factories of 𝗞𝗶𝗴𝗀𝗀𝘀𝗀𝗀 which has an in-ground land capacity, a free land capacity that can accommodate a solar farm, and converting that into the energy supply for that factory, so that we can achieve the because so basically you know where I'm going. So the main point was this: the knowledge I got from this, the practical experience, and the knowledge I got from the course, as well as the practical knowledge that was given by the course heads, the lecturers, had helped me, and is helping me implement sustainable projects, good sustainable projects, which are viable to the current situation of the Sri Lanka as well as in the global context. And I plan to carry that forward going forward as well. I hope that I'm sorry I went into a bit too much detail, but I hope that answers, in a nutshell, I hope that answers your question.
Definitely. Actually, we congratulate for your future, and also you scored distinction in your renewable energy master program. And we hope you will have you will succeed all your future aspirations with this new knowledge you gain.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Your talk, but I get two distinct points. The one is, okay, you mentioned about the SDG goals, that this rightly coincide with Professor Mukesh's statement about how this course is designed, right? It gives an understanding, this is futuristic program ready for future, making future engineers. And how practical that we were glad to see that how you have applied and how your future work going to be complemented by this program. Thank you so much, Sahan. If your new colleagues are ready to get some queries from you, stay with us for a while.
My pleasure, Mr. Prasad.
Okay. Now we move on to session number 3. That means question and answer session. We already have 3 questions. Actually, Professor Mukesh was volunteered to answer those questions. And let me see if any other queries are there. Now, time is 7:51. We already passed the timing. Anyway,
can I say something before? I have to leave now in basically, I'm already late.
Sure.
I just want to tell again, thank everyone for joining this. I'm happy to take the questions by email. I'll put my email in the chat. So please, if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to contact me. And again, it was a pleasure to be here and introduce our course.
Thank you so much.
Sahat.
Thank you for being with us. Somebody has asked about what is the time duration for this program.
Do you want me to answer, Prasad?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there is a number of questions around the charter engineering. And I think it will be useful for people to be aware. In order to become a charter engineer with the Engineering Council UK, you have to have an undergraduate degree and master's program, what we call a further learning at the master's level. And with the short duration of a practical experience, you then be qualified to or eligible to apply for the chartership. Then you have to go through the review process, and review will be based on a portfolio submission, interviews, and presentations. And there is also questions around accreditation. The accreditation is only possible once you deliver the program for minimum of 2 to 3 years, because accreditation is based on an output of evidence of the student works. However, although the current programs have been delivered as a non-accredited program, however, when you submit your degree certificate issued by Kingston University, it will be recognized, your learning will be recognized as it's been offered at Kingston University, because this is a franchise provision, and franchise provisions means that you will be doing exactly the same content. Not only the content, but your formal examination will be happening at the same date, same time as those students are taking this program, mechatronic system, renewable energy, or structure design and construction management, management construction at Kingston University. So rest assured that you will be benefited from that level of certainty. There is also a question around the duration. Duration is 1 year, and the question around the eligibility or entry requirements, I think it will be better if you can get in touch with Prasad, Rahim, and the ESOP College of Engineering and Technologies team. They will review your qualifications, and they will advise you which one is the most suitable MSc for you. I think it's not the program, it's a Kingston University is recognized by the UGC. And Sahan will tell you that knowledge is a power. the content which is of the practical nature, the content which is industrial relevant, content that really advances your understanding, and then it makes you more sought after, more looked after by the industry and various other places. With regard to assessment failing, why we are, I think this is a question from, is it Aruna? I think let's not talk about failure before starting. As engineers, we always need to aim and work hard to achieve those aim and goals for which we set out. However, we are very much aware that there are certain times beyond your control, there are certain things happens. We have a very systematic procedure and policies that will allow you to accommodate and progress by taking it on the individual cases on case-by-case basis. So total credit of the program for the master's program always will be 180 credits. For each of this program is 180 credits made of the taught components as well as a research or dissertation project that carry. Accreditation, again, I told you about the accreditation that applies. What else? With regard to preparing for the examinations and assignments, etc., we are very fortunate with the long-standing partnership that we have created with the 𝐸SOP as a group, and particularly with the 𝐸SOP College of Engineering and Technology in delivering an engineering program. We are confident, as Sahan has mentioned, that the staff who are delivering this program are highly experienced staff, leading experts, and delivers everything in a very supportive way. And when I say in a supporting our students in achieving the successful outcome, that means of preparing them and ensuring that the reflecting on the learning, how it can be applied, whether it's in a very constrained, specific examination style or in a broadly in a practice workplace manner. So there will be sessions, and I think that there are what we call revision sessions, where ECET staff and the invited guest lecturers will go through what is expected to ensure that you have learned all the learning outcomes and you can successfully demonstrate that learning through different assessment. Practical sessions are, depending upon the program, they are embedded. With regard to lecture delivery mode, Prasad, if you don't mind, if I just take over, I think, again, get in touch with the colleagues at the 𝐸SOP College of Engineering Technology. They have developed a very flexible, very practical scheduling that can allow people to embark on the journey of master's program. So I hope that I cover all the questions in the chat, and apologies, Prasad, I thought it will be better if I can cover everything.
Yes, Professor. Thank you so much. I think we answered almost all the questions. I mean, some questions were coupled together.
Yeah.
And there's one single question at the final. Okay, does 𝐸SOP offer mentor support programs to achieve ICE memberships?
Can I just come in and then you add if I miss something, Prasad? I think, again, because of our long-standing collaboration, we are also very proud that over the last 3 years at least, if not slightly longer, we are organizing similar conversation with the ICE membership team to give you further information, more information, and resources, access to the resources to how you become a member of ICE, And we are also proud that some of our ECET graduates gone through this cycle of recognition and become a charter engineer and full member of the ICE. So that applies to all the professional engineering institutions in UK, whether it's ICE, 𝐼𝐴𝐜𝐸, IEEE, IE3, and in case of construction, management construction, CIOB. So rest assured that we are ensuring that you are being benefited through the journey that you take on a Kingston program at the 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝐷 College of Engineering and Technology.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you so much. I think you gave a comprehensive answer to all the questions. Add on to what Professor mentioned, by now we have produced more than 6 chartered engineers, mainly through ICE. Also, we do have partnerships with 𝐼𝐴𝐜𝐸 Sri Lanka. Actually, we sponsored 𝐼𝐴𝐜𝐸 dinner last week. Also, we are working with IET. We have the network with them. And also our past students are ready to help you to explain how they got these memberships, what are the kind of interviews, what are the preparation mechanism like that. And we are ready to help you for your professional journey. Indeed, for our last induction program, we got almost all the professional bodies like IET, 𝐼𝐴𝐜𝐸, also ICE representation for our induction program. Same way, we are planning, if you are going to register for our January intake, definitely these presidents of these societies, 𝐼𝐴𝐜𝐸 and IET, and they will be there at your induction programs for you to guide them. Okay, thank you everyone. Now we have reached the end of our webinar. And big thank to everyone, all our panelists, especially Professor 𝗞𝗶𝗴𝗀𝘀𝐁𝐶𝐻 𝐸𝐴𝐺, Dr. 𝐸𝐺 Hussain, and also our very own engineer Majid Rahim and Sahan Vijayaratna for your valuable insight and sharing your experience and inspiring all these prospective students. And before closing the session, I have a small notice for you all. For registration for the January intake for our master programs are now open, especially before the Christmas season. If you are interested in joining this January intake, you better secure your offer letter. You don't have to pay anything for secure the offer letter. Then we will evaluate your offers and we will collaborate with Kingston University academic leads, and we will offer the offers for the January intake. And keep contact with us. And hold on, I'll be sharing our contact details here.
Thank you, Prasad. Can I just leave, please? Thank you everyone for joining this webinar. Excellent organization, Prasad, as usual. And I hope the attendees found this particular event informative and helpful in making the decisions.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Okay. And these are the programs for the January intake. And you can connect through our hotline, 0766-780-780, or you can come through our engineering mail queue, engineering@esof.lk. And thank you all for joining, and have a wonderful evening and good night and greetings for the coming season. Bye-bye.